Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a product review. So, the joy of wandering around the grocery store for potentially longer than I ever should have, I'm guilty as charged. I discover new products, and that's what we're here for. So, found out they moved the eggs at my local grocery store, and in moving the eggs, they put some new items out, and they are all from Hormel brand or Hormel Foods. They're black label. In this case, it's the breakfast combos, pancakes with bacon and syrup. And then we have several black label oven baked egg bites. This one is the eggs, chorizo, and 3 cheeses. We also have eggs, bacon, and cheese. And finally, eggs, sausage, bacon, and 3 cheeses. They were kind of interesting. They came in at a price point of about $3.50, if I remember correctly. I actually have my receipt right here. We will go ahead and see if I can find it, and we'll take a look so we can get a proper number for you guys. Okay, the breakfast combo was only $2.89. That's this one here. And then the other ones were $3.35. Plus the egg bites, they had a 50-cent off coupon on them, which gave my grocery store, they double coupons as long as they're under $1 and they double up to $1. That makes sense. Basically, if your coupon's less than $1, you get $1 off because the store gives you a coupon in addition to it, which is pretty sweet and makes for some pretty good deals. Yeah. So the egg bites, we'll start with them. Yeah. We will start with them in no particular order except for the chorizo one is last. My thinking on that one is the chorizo may be a little spicier, and I don't want that to overwhelm my palate. So I guess we'll start with the least ingredients and go with the eggs, bacon, and 3 cheeses. Now these are very, very similar to like a frittata. It's basically just a cup of eggs, and it comes in this really cool like double clamshell sort of thing, and you just pop this in the microwave and run it for 60 seconds. And I mean, assuming your microwave oven is whatever they calibrated it for. I think mine was an 1100 watt. Pop it in there. They come out feeling nice and warm. These have actually been sitting for a little while, and they're still pretty warm. I'm going to end up with stuff all over my hands, so I'll get a towel over here ready. They're not like messy, but they're not like dripping in cheese or anything that way. They've just got a moisture to them that I want to be able to wipe off to preemptively point that out. Now, one thing I did on this when I cooked them before I brought them over to the studio, because I don't have a microwave in the studio right now, I put them back in the package so they were easy to transport, and also I had the packaging so I could show it on the video. There is a slight problem with that theory. When they come out of the microwave, they're a little warm, and the plastic that they use for the packaging, it shrinks a bit when exposed to heat. So I wouldn't put them back in the packaging once you get them hot, which, I mean, you probably shouldn't need to. And in also with that, don't microwave them in the package. Of course, it tells you not to anyway. So let's grab a hold of this eggs, bacon, and 3 cheese, and we'll see how it is. It smells like an egg. I think I smell a little bit of the cheese. We'll jump right in. So there's definitely chunks of bacon in it. As you can see here, it actually pulled a piece of the bacon out of the rest of the egg. Taste-wise, it could probably use a little more salt. The seasoning's not real heavy on it. For a quick and easy microwavable scrambled egg, or scrambled egg frittata, I guess is technically what it is. It's really not bad. It's got a bacony flavor to it. It's not overwhelming. Sometimes the smokiness from bacon can get overwhelming at times. Um, Overall, it's all right. I don't know on this one particularly. I'm hoping the other ones will be better, but on this one particularly, I don't think I would buy it for $3.35. I don't think that's a for the taste of it. I don't think it's quite that good. Probably the $2 range. It would be fair. Of course, with the coupons on these, they ended up being $2.35, so I could see picking them up for that price. They definitely need some salt. The cheese flavor's there. It's not very strong, and you definitely can't tell that there's three different cheeses in it. It's just kind of a mellow. Probably the cheddar is taking over. I don't even know if there's cheddar in it, but it's kind of got a zippiness. Yes, there is cheddar in it. Cheddar cheese and Monterey Jack cheese, and let's see if I can find the last one. There's a lot of ingredients on the back here. I'm just seeing two. Cheddar cheese, Monterey Jack cheese, and I'm sure it's in there, but I'm not going to sit here and try and find it. With a little salt, they'd be better. Um, Definitely not a favorite. We'll move on to the next not chorizo one, the eggs, sausage, bacon, and three cheeses. Now this one I'm hoping has a little bit stronger seasoning flavor to it overall, because the sausage tends to have kind of a saltiness, typically. I don't know why I'm looking for the cheeses again, but that's I'm here and that's what we're doing. Monterey Jack, which I pointed out already, cheddar, and oh, cottage. Cottage is the last cheese. Why on earth is there cottage cheese and eggs? That is not a combination I would think to put together. So again, this little egg bra, if you really want to go there. I had to. I'm sorry. They definitely smell like sausage. That's a good sign. The Let's see, sausage, bacon, and three cheeses. My green towel. That's a lot better. Hmm. The sausage is there. I think the sausage flavor overtakes the bacon flavor. It's got the sausage is little like nuggets of sausage. Of course, my camera doesn't want to focus on that. Almost like you'd see on top of a pizza, which is fun too. It tastes really good. There's a little more salt to it, which I was anticipating, like I mentioned, because of the sausage. Hmm. That one's very good. It could probably still use a little more salt. Personally, I'm a heavy salt user generally, uh, so that could be my frame of reference is a little off from maybe the average salt user. Taste wise, they're phenomenal. I'm very impressed, especially for just throw it in the microwave and go. Um, The egg flavor is definitely still there. Like I said, you kind of lose the bacon flavor, which doesn't surprise me because sausage is a little more prominent flavor. And don't notice the cheese nearly as much in this one, which is okay because the flavor overall is very good. Hmm. That's a very nice one. And finally, on the egg bites, we're on to the eggs, chorizo sausage, and three cheeses. Now, this one is almost guaranteed to have a lot more salt and overall flavor than the last two. Chorizo tends to be a lot more thoroughly seasoned, even than regular sausage. If you're familiar with chorizo, it, oh yeah, I'd let you smell it, but you can't smell it through the camera. Um, it definitely has. Let's see. It's probably the turmeric that I'm smelling. It's got kind of an earthy smell to it, which is pretty characteristic of turmeric. And there's usually a lot of turmeric in chorizo seasoning or in chorizo itself. It's a little more yellow overall, or orange, I guess. The other ones were yellow than the rest of them, which again doesn't surprise me in the slightest because chorizo tends to give that color um, to whatever foods you have it mixed into. So mm, that's interesting. Um, Again, the sausage, as you can see here, is little nuggets. They're a little smaller than the other ones, but this would be really good on pizza. the it almost to me it almost tastes like a taco. It almost tastes like taco meat. Again, the salt's a little light again for my liking. Um, Overall, it's very good. It's got a little bit of spiciness to it. You can feel it kind of right on the tail end of it. Mm. I don't really notice the cheese, but it may be one of those things that you don't particularly notice it while it's there, but if it was gone, you would definitely know it was missing something. It's not too spicy by any means. It's just a very mild kind of lingering spiciness. Um, oh, it's so good. Mm. Those two, the sausage ones, definitely worth the 335 all day long. I would do it. I'll probably end up getting more just to keep on hand. They're refrigerated. They're pretty easy to just pop in the microwave and go if you need a snack, you need a quick breakfast. Two of those would probably make a pretty decent morning start. Plus, you get the protein. I didn't look at what the readout on that was. 250 calories for the full package. Let's see. There is actually a lot of sodium in it already, but that's each person's preference. And I know there's protein in here somewhere. It doesn't actually have it. Does it really not have it listed? Calories, fat, saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol, sodium, carbohydrates, fibers, sugar, protein. There it is, the bold one staring me right in the face. 14 grams of protein in one package. That's 27% of the average daily value, daily recommended value. Um, so that would be a great start to a day. Load up with some protein and get rolling. So most of those very good. Um, Good selection for what we paid for them, actually, with the coupons. If they got the coupons on them, yeah, go for them. It's definitely a good call. This one here, this one I got more because it was kind of adorable. Um, I'm not a huge pancake fan. I prefer waffles, which is weird because they're not really even the same thing, even though they kind of are. Something about having the wells I can fill up with my syrup and peanut butter usually. Uh, I'm just more of a waffle guy. It may be a texture thing too. Pancakes are generally kind of soft and one textured, whereas waffles get kind of a crispy edge to them. But that is a massive sidebar. Uh, Breakfast combos, pancakes with bacon and syrup. It says you pull the syrup out and you microwave it for 30 seconds to warm it all up. This just goes to show how much I read instructions. I did not read that. I didn't think it was supposed to be microwaved. And it has a roll of bacon. It's 2 strips of bacon that are rolled up. And I figured the pancakes were fine because they're cold and you can eat cold pancakes. But they're so cute. Look at these tiny little that one looks like an egg. But look at the tiny little pancakes. Um, so I took the bacon out. I'm not a squishy bacon kind of guy. I am crispy bacon all day long. So I took the bacon out and I microwaved it for 45 seconds. I think I pulled it because it was starting to smolder, which is right where I like it. Personal preference. I know um, everybody's a little different on their bacon preference, but I like it crispy, just kind of borderline almost burnt. But we're not here to talk about my favorite bacon. We're here to talk about the product. So it comes with 4 pancakes, these adorable little monsters. Like I said, 2 bacons, strips of bacon that are rolled up, and a tub of syrup that is hopefully going to be enough for all of the pancakes to swim in. So microwave it 30 seconds. That would get your pancakes warm and soft again. We're not going to dog it for being cold because that was my fault. So, well, since we're starting with the syrup tastes wonderful. Um, it's sweet. It tastes like syrup. It doesn't taste like corn syrup, which some of those syrups they kind of do a mix of corn syrup and normal syrup to make it cheaper and easier to disperse, go farther, that sort of thing. It actually tastes like regular pancake syrup or regular table syrup. So that's a good thing, a good step. It's pretty thin. At this point, it's probably about room temperature. The pancakes, um, they're probably going to be too wide for me to actually put in my mouth without covering my mustache with the syrup. And they're a little bit too wide for the bowl, the syrup bowl. But you could fold them or break them if you do it like me. Flavor wise, the pancakes taste like a kind of like an ordinary pancake. They're not quite as fluffy as I would expect from like one cooked on the griddle or a fresh cooked one. They are a little bit dry, which is unfortunate. Um, for $2 and whatever I said, I put my receipt away, so I don't remember exactly what it was. $2 and something. So far, I don't think this is probably worth it. The taste is fine. They don't taste bad. They taste like a reasonable pancake. Um, I'm having trouble, and maybe if I didn't do the whole thing all at once, I'm having a trouble with the dryness of them because they are a little bit dry. As far as the bacon, I'm gonna love the bacon because it's cooked absolutely perfectly, and it's Hormel Black Label, which they make really good bacon. So, but for the sake of argument, mhm, that may be this package's saving grace. That bacon is phenomenal. It's almost burnt and it is so crispy. This is definitely the way to go. Um, so the bacon's wonderful. I don't see that being a reason to get this pack with the pancakes. It's not going to save the dryness from the pancakes, and I can get bacon in a box of the Black Label. I think it's like $7 for an entire box of bacon that I can then throw in the microwave and turn into this crispy, wonderful ring of happiness. So flavor wise was fine. Bacon was beautiful. Syrup tasted great. Overall, I wouldn't recommend it just sheerly because the price doesn't really merit the dryness of the pancakes. And I can get better bacon or just as good bacon from a box and have a lot more of it. Because I can crisp up all of that bacon and have a plate full of bacon and be super happy. Or I can get one of these and be a little bit sad and have this bacon in the corner to make me happy. So, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something about these new or new-ish. They're new to us. Hormel Black Label products, the breakfast combos, and the egg bites. Breakfast combo, not the greatest. We'll give it a unfortunate thumbs down, not because of the bacon, but because of the pancakes. The egg bites, the one that was just eggs, bacon, and cheese, I wouldn't recommend it because the flavor's just not there. If you can get them cheap or get them on like a super sale or something, or if you just want something that tastes like an egg, then yeah, it's probably right up your alley. The egg, sausage, and bacon with cheese, it was pretty good. The flavor was a little bit better. The sausage helped carry it. But then definitely this one that I stuck the syrup wrapper to. The one with the chorizo sausage, eggs, chorizo sausage, and 3 cheese. That is by far the best product we had in today's video. So that'll wrap it up. Till next time, stay random.